Speaking of training, I saw Raw this week, Kev, and I skipped around a lot. I wasn't hooked by anything. Of course, it's because I'm out of touch. But I wanted to.
No, I had a hard time. I had a hard time this week. I
Now,
just
Jay and Gunther, though,
it's where they
I watched that in its entirety.
Gunther came through the crowd.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was it was different perspective. I, I he was just enough of a heel and a bully to that one little kid to where it was okay. It passed. The little kid in the red there,
Yeah.
and he's a really good heel. He's very unlikable. And I got a chance to talk to him for a couple minutes at SummerSlam, and he said, "Yeah, he's a good guy. He's smart as fuck."
Yeah, no, I'm digging what he's doing. But I wanted to ask you, we're here at February. We're recording this on the 20th, I guess. Uh, we're talking about WrestleMania for this, right? So,
Yeah,
like, are we going to run out of steam?
April
We've had two
20.
weeks in a
What is it?
row.
April the 18th. Is that when
Yeah.
WrestleMania is?
Yeah. So, how do you not run out of steam?
To me, it's one of those things where you almost have to do something clever where there's a no touch clause or you know.
And then
I
not put them on every week, right? Because,
Well, yeah, yeah. It's very different. I mean, you had the match for the with Seth and Finn, and I can't remember the last time Finn won a match of significance. He's like this. I just didn't see it being that night.
mm-hmm.
And there was a fuck up on a false finish, like a count fuck up in there. I caught it. I don't know if anybody else caught it, but it was just like,
I didn't see it. You told me
yeah,
about it,
there
though.
was there was a fuck up. But the thing is like I look back at when Finn was the first guy that won the unified title. Remember he won the unified
Yeah.
title and like he tore his pec. He fucked himself up like in the match. And he was doing that demon character, some of the time. And and I knew Finn, like I met Finn when he was like a young boy over in Japan on a tour. I took him and Danielson out and we got fucked up. But he he's just one of those guys, man, that he's always right there. Like he's a guy that you could light a fire under and get hot quick because everything he does looks good. I thought it was. I mean, it was a really solid main event. I just didn't. I just knew that Rollins was going to go over.
Right. Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't think there was any chance as a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber that it wasn't going to be Seth. But now, another thing I'm considering, which we talked about a few weeks ago, Rock's not going to be part of this, I guess, right? Because something would be happening on camera by now.
Not really. I mean, man, he's got the ability to. I mean, 3 weeks he's the hottest. He'll be the hottest guy in the territory.
Yeah, but they should be laying some groundwork then, right? Because this.
Not necessary.
Okay.
Not necessary. Like it's not necessary to do that. He goes down there, gets involved with Jay's shit, and all of a sudden, man, it's just like that whole thing. Anywhere he sticks his nose is going to be the other people are at a huge disadvantage
Mm-hmm.
because he's just so fucking much bigger than everybody now.
He got signed to do a Scorsese film. Uh, Rock, DiCaprio, and Emily Blunt. It's going
He's
to.
worked with Blunt a couple of times, hasn't he?
I
Didn't
don't
they do
know.
like Jungle Cruise or one of those?
Oh, was she in that? Okay.
I thought so. I've been that on.
It's going to be in Hawaii. It's going to be like 60s, 70s Hawaiian mafia, like I guess drug dealer, Hawaiian drug dealer, kingpin. So I don't know when that starts, but it doesn't sound like they even have a script yet. So um, that's what he'll be doing after that. All right, back with Click This, the Kevin Nash podcast. Getting breaking news. As we do this broadcast, what just came up on my screen now. The Rock is returning tomorrow night to SmackDown, as I just did an item where I speculated he will not be a part of Raw because he's not been on television yet. And Kevin said, he's got time. They can introduce him. They can work him in here. Maybe I made a face, but yes, thank you, Britt. A little late to the game here, I am, I guess. But in my defense, this was not announced until moments ago. So, all right, more to come from The Rock. Be great if he was there. Last year's event was spectacular. With the recent controversy about the women's division booking, do you think Jay versus Gunther should main event instead of the women? Storyline-wise, Jay and Gunther makes sense.
I didn't know there was a controversy
Regarding the
women's
booking. Okay. Again, we will educate. You allegedly came up. Steve, do you want to throw us any info on this here? You can pipe in here if you know.
Steve just said allegedly.
The locker room's upset that Charlotte came back. Okay.
Can't imagine that.
Who's going to wrap us up here? Sixth State. During the time you made your decision to jump to WCW, did you and Hall come up with alternate ideas or angles before the takeover NWO angle? Were there any plan Bs or plan Cs? No, that was it, huh?
Before I even made my full decision to come, I'd already talked to Eric, and Eric, because I wanted to know how they were going to bring us in. And Eric pitched he pitched it. So.
Right. So that was always the plan.
Yeah, because with us coming in together, I mean, it just, I actually watched a clip from Eric's show, and they because I don't remember, like, there was never a conversation that they were going to come up with new gimmick names or anything like that. Like, we were going to be Hall and Nash. We were going to be Gene gave us the name The Outsiders because we just went by nothing for a couple of weeks, and Gene probably said, these interlopers, these outsiders, and me and Scott went, ooh, I like that. Thanks, Gene. So we had the girls make that on our outfits. No, but I think that was the whole deal.
Yeah.
And then we had the time because Hulk was doing the movie. We had the time to get Hulk interested in being the third guy.